Exome, an early access third-person co-op survival shooter, developed by the one-man developer Rude Frog Studios. Exome's gameplay is best described as having heavy emphasis on exploration, mystery, suspense, and wave-based combat. Exome takes place near the Rocky Mountains. You take the role of a presumed private military contractor, working for a company called Musashi Tenzin Corporation. The Musashi Tenzin Corporation has launched a very sophisticated satellite that uncovered some strange, alien-looking apparatus in the Colorado wilderness. Musashi Tenzin deploys a team of 4 scientists whose story you learn about through the findings of left-behind journal entries scattered throughout the map. Exome takes a Dark Souls-type approach to storytelling, letting you piece together the narrative through a journal entry and inference. At this time, the story seems fairly unimportant. Exome has the tag Survival on Steam. However, that is a very loose-fitting descriptor. Exome has no traditional hallmarks of other survival horror games. There is no inventory system, no item management. Ammo is not scarce, and you'll likely never be running out. Health does not regenerate, but you do have a nifty little drone who is a button press away that will magically heal you when you're out and about. Very cool. That is honestly really nice. Let's get into the gameplay. To start, you're dropped in the middle of the wilderness with only your pistol, next to an abandoned medical tent. Inside, you'll find a host of machines that function as tools to heal you, give you ammo, and upgrade your gear. You'll need to find various weapons to unlock with credits throughout the world. Credits are dispensed upon killing an animal, walking up to its body, holding E, and watching the animal disappear. Okay. The hunting in this game will be a giant pain in the ass and not very fun. In the early game, you'll have only a pistol, and if you try and take down larger game, they'll scatter at the first shot, regardless of how well placed it is, and you'll have to run them down. Oftentimes, I would not even bother trying to chase down the larger game, because they would outrun me fairly easily, and I'd be forced to try and take pot shots at them while trying to sprint. Definitely an F in hunter safety. Hunting becomes markedly easier when you acquire the automatic rifle or shotgun, and then again even easier when you acquire the late game sniper rifle. Animals also just seem to lifelessly ragdoll when shot. However, I will also add the importance of hunting is purely an early game design. By the time you're in the mid to late game stages, you'll likely have a surplus of credits and nothing to spend them on. On to the exploration. The world is fairly small, however it is quite gorgeous. The scenery and horizon can lead to some pretty impressive shots that definitely show off the Unreal 5 engine. It's almost a crime there's not an FPS mode to truly engage and feel immersed with the surroundings. At times, the sound design and ambience can make the navigating around at night fairly suspenseful, at least until you get the thermal nods, which greatly alleviate the suspense of low visibility at nighttime. Although the world is very beautiful, the exploration of structures feels quite shallow. You'll happen across various sites in the game that serve no other purpose other than to act as a point of interest for you to find a journal entry left behind or some credits. The game has a fairly poorly implemented platforming. When you encounter the church, you'll need to figure out unprompted by the game that you're supposed to crouch jump to reach the elevated platforms. There's no given explanation for this, and if it wasn't for me playing so much Counter-Strike in my youth, I would have never guessed. We're supposed to jump on this thing? Do we jump on this to... No? Okay. I have no idea. Oh, you're supposed to crouch jump. Okay. Game does not tell you that, by the way. You're just supposed to guess that. Okay. And now the combat. At its core, the gameplay is primarily exploration with breaks of wave combat. You find a platform out whilst exploring, stand on top of it for approximately 3 seconds, and then engage in defending yourself from the onslaught of H.R. Geiger-inspired aliens. To me, the combat is perhaps where the game's biggest improvements can be made. The sound of the guns firing is well executed and leaves no complaints. However, the sounds of reloading, the animations for the firearm, and the overall feel of using the gun is very lifeless. Your character's reloading is not fluid, and the attention to detail is pretty much non-existent. You fumble with invisible shells at the breech of your shotgun, you don't take the magazine out of your automatic rifle or battle rifle when reloading, your pistol slide seems almost blocky, and delayed when reciprocating after cycling the round. There's never any spent casings ejected from your firearm. I could go on, but I think you get the idea. Oh shit. Probably should not have picked a fucking fight with this. Ah, fuck me. I definitely shouldn't have picked a fight with this thing. Oh no. At least the game looks really nice. I might fucking... I guess we'll see what happens when we die. Oh my fucking god. Dude, he does not give me a break. Fuck. Shit. Alright. Oh my god. Okay. Discovered church. Oh, I could use a miracle right about now. Okay. It actually left me alone. Okay, good. Oh yeah, I lied. Fuck. Oh my god. You can't follow me in here, right? You're too fat. You're too fat, right? Okay. We're good. Another area of much needed improvement is fighting the AI. The AI feels very non-interactive, and actual gameplay of engagement is pretty boring. When shot, the AI will sometimes be stunned momentarily, whereupon they just cease all action. They just stop moving. They don't react much to being shot, and will continue to advance in your direction until they either strike you or are gunned down. Sometimes you will be rushed by a horde of enemies who you are simply not capable of downing before they reach you, and then the game turns into this weird mashing of spacebar while trying to gain distance and occasionally turning around to shoot. It desperately feels like there needs to be a roll option added to give the combat some sort of counter beyond running away while mashing space. Something else to be noted is that Exome makes some of the worst crimes of bullet sponge enemies I have seen in a while. The enemies will sometimes take up to a complete magazine before they drop. The enemies also choose to run at you single file till they've all been mowed down. All the enemies feel more or less the same, despite some of them being bigger and slower, requiring more shots to down, and the other ones being smaller and faster, requiring fewer shots to down. Overall, before everything else, the AI and gunplay needs desperate attention. So, what does Exome do well? Well, the co-op mode stands out as being pretty neat. The idea of getting 2 or 3 of your friends together and plugging away at the xenomorph aliens while exploring the wilderness is appealing. Admittedly, I played and beat this game solo, so I didn't get to experience it with a friend, but I know it would have heightened the experience. The scenery is, at times, gorgeous, and definitely shows off some nice Unreal Engine 5 sides. The game is relatively bug-free in its current state, and I never through my playthrough did I ever encounter a single crash. But for its price of $15 US, can I recommend it? At this point in time for me, it's pretty take it or leave it. I recognize that this is made by a single person, and far be it from me to take money out of his hands. But unless you have a friend to rip through this thing with, I would hard recommend it full price. I beat this game in a little under 4 hours, and that was with me taking ample time, finding everything that I possibly could, as well as recording superfluous footage for my review. It's short, the exploration is fun but shallow, the combat needs a lot of work, but I'm hopeful that this project is going to be fully realized. I know that this is the undertaking of a solo developer, and I do wish him the best in its implementation, but from where it stands right now, I would wait a little bit before I bought it. Some good work has been done, and once again, pointing out the fact that it was done by one person makes it all the more impressive. But can this one person handle the demands of making this game fully realized into something special? We'll see. For right now, Exome, I would say, just take it or leave it from me, but I'll let you be the judge.